18-year-old Nolan Wells passed away in Mississippi after an argument with his all-white friends. A lot of people believe the argument was over a girl. We don't know exactly what happened, but one thing for sure, this young man is no longer here.
Authorities in Mississippi have located a body they believe likely belongs to a teen missing since the 4th of July. 18-year-old Nolan Wells was last seen on Horn Island Saturday. The barrier island is a popular vacation spot. The local sheriff's office says Wells was there with friends for the holiday when he was reported missing. ABC's Alex Perez is following this case for us. And Alex, great to see you. What's the latest with this?
Yeah, Stephanie, officials unfortunately say it appears we're dealing with a tragic ending in this case after beloved 18-year-old Nolan Wells disappeared July 4th after going on a boating trip with friends. Now, sadly, officials say a body matching the description of the 18-year-old was recovered about 8:45 this morning just off the shore of Horn Island, a popular holiday destination about 10 miles off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Now, the teen and friends reportedly took a boat trip to the Barrier Island for the 4th of July holiday. He was last seen on Saturday at about 3 p.m. After he vanished, his family and friends making an emotional plea for help, flooding social media with pictures of the outing showing Wells and a group of friends on a boat. The 18-year-old seen holding what appears to be a hard or alcohol seltzer in his hand. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department, the Cajun Navy, and many volunteers spending much of the weekend searching for Wells. It remains unclear what exactly happened to him. Authorities say they are still working to figure out what exactly went wrong here as his community now grieves. Stephanie?
You know what's sick and what's disgusting? Just because he looked like he got some Asian ancestry, people feel like this is not a black issue. They want the Asian community to deal with this. There's a lot of ignorance surrounding this case. We don't know exactly what happened. And even if he wasn't black on paper, he black now. It don't matter what he identified with. People felt like he wasn't keeping it real because he had all white friends. But he grew up with these boys. That's probably all he know. His parents put him in a situation to where he don't have to have no black friends. Regardless of how you want to talk about this situation, it's crazy. It all sounds crazy. This is another race debate, just like Carmelo Anthony and all the other situations out there that got stuff to do with race. Hours after a park ranger found the body on Horn Island while searching for missing college student Nolan Xavier Wells, the 18-year-old's mother confirmed his death on Monday afternoon. So now we looking for the killer. They'll make a movie before they find out exactly what happened. I know they ain't got no Orisha beads on their neck. Wait a minute, I need to get a better look at that. Them ain't no regular beads. I see some Caribbean stuff going on here. Some little bit of Santeria going on there. What's that all about? Was he in a coven or something? Rest in peace to him. They look like they was all buddies and friends. A little too close if you ask me. So it could have been over anything. It probably wasn't an argument about a girl. They need to check his computer, because I'm starting to feel a little suspicious about all of these guys, man. I'm too busy looking for a guitar on the picture. What they out there doing for real? He had support. Did he flip back in the boat, or they got some explain? They know what the hell happened. There was too many eyes out there for him to just go missing. He ain't go do some black shit to where they wasn't allowed to come. And they better not say nothing bogus in court. That dude, what's his name? The Metcalf dad talking about the watermelon fella, and they better not be talking about he went to take a chicken break or no BS like that. They looking for, and this ain't no laughing matter. I'm just saying, it don't sound right, y'all. And I know it don't sound right. Rest in peace to him. A lot of black people feel like that's what he get for being with all white people. But y'all go to work with white people and be happy as hell in there with the AC while the Negroes in the warehouse sweating, picking up them boxes. And you back there with Mr. Ogleby and they bought in cookies and cakes. Your ass come home full and don't even bring nothing for the kids. Y'all love being around all white people. You feel like you accomplished in life. Ain't no drama, ain't no smoke. All they want to do is shake your hand and say good morning and keep it moving just the way your blacks like it, man. He ain't do nothing wrong for being with them all white friends, but was they really his friends though?
My mama always told me, if you the only birthday candle at the birthday party, you not there for the birthday party, you there to be depressing. Huh? Nolan Wells and this whole entire thing down there in Mississippi look fishy. One of the boys' mama is a judge down there. Don't nobody know what happened.
We have to stop putting our kids in these sporting events, in these schools, in these environments where they are the anomaly. We have to stop doing it. Okay, you want your child to have the best education, the best experiences, the best everything. Yes, but they also need to be around their own culture. They need to.
Black people have got to stop hanging out with groups of white people. And I mean that. If you're gonna be the only black person in that group, go home. Go home. Because these days, you just can't trust white people anymore. Obviously. It happens time and time and time again. You see one black person hanging out with their group of white friends, and they're like, oh, I've known these guys for forever. We grew up with them. I'm the only black person in the high school or something like that. Especially down here in the South, okay? Down here in the South. Obviously, we realize that these pieces of crap, the white people, will turn on you. They will turn on you quick.
And I'm sorry, but the whole, well, I thought he got on another boat. I didn't realize he was missing. Yeah, that's not sitting right with me, because what do you mean you let your friend just get on a random ass fucking boat? And everybody's in the comments like, oh, well, we boat hop. This is normal. Nobody thought to go with them. And if it was 4th of July weekend and people were drinking and you saw that your friend was drinking, may or may not have been drinking, why would you allow him to get on a boat if you weren't with them? And don't get me wrong, I've been on a boat. I know cell service is shit. Most people leave their phone on dry land because, shit be flipping over. But if he was getting on another boat and you knew that there was no other way to contact him, again, why would you not get on the same boat? And it'd be different and all the boats were just docked in one little area and you guys were just swimming and you saw in and out. But again, this just is not sitting right. And then y'all didn't realize he was missing until it was time for you guys to go home. Like, y'all didn't sit here and think, oh well shit, where is he? Where could he have been? Why is he not back yet? We're taking shots and he's not here to take shots with them. Where's my boy at? Like, y'all don't sit here and ask these kind of questions. Like, there's a rule. If you came with me, you're leaving with me. Like, I brought you here. I'm taking you home. You guys don't live by that shit?
Popular opinion, right? That young man, Nolan Wells, yeah, he was taken out by those white boys. Because who the fuck else would have done it? Like, there's one black boy on a boat with all white people, and the black boy is the only one that goes missing or ends up dead. This has happened so many times over the course of a decade. Black people will be the only ones in the room or on a boat with white people, and they always somehow seem to end up dead or in the water. And to the people, it's always the white people who do this shit. They want black people to be oblivious to the lynchings and the killings and the racism that happens to black people. They always want us to be oblivious and not make it a race thing when it is clear as day that it is always going to be a race thing. That boy was killed by those white people. The only issue is that living in this country that we live in, it's going to be hard for them to be prosecuted.
So let me get this right. Nolan Wells, an 18-year-old kid, goes missing at Horn Lake. And all y'all want to talk about is how, oh man, you're the black kid, don't go out with nothing but whites. Y'all somehow turn this incident into a racism controversy. Yet again, y'all have sick, disgusting comments in every comment section, while this mother and this father and these friends that went out on this boat are losing their shit because this boy's missing. Yet y'all want to stay in the comment section and talk about, oh man, he should have knew better. He shouldn't have done that. Why? Because he grew up with them his entire life? They're best friends? It really triggers me how this world is just totally incompetent to just sit there and look. Every time there's a black person and a white person involved in something or something happens, it strictly goes to racism. That's your number one output right now. While a mother and father are sitting at home wondering what happened to their child.
Now, as many continue to await details of what took place that day, one Facebook user who was on the island at the time would post a video of what appears to be Nolan on shore, reportedly after a large altercation took place.
Rest in peace to Nolan. We will be back with more news. Everybody got an opinion. It's a sad day in America. It's been a lot of sad days. People wasn't in the American spirit during the 4th of July. It was just another day. People was dreading celebrating the 4th. I could feel it. I ain't smell no barbecue outside. People was in the drive-thrus. People ain't had the money to be spending on all that stuff. Get 1 pack of burgers, 1 pack of buns, and do that by yourself. That's how a lot of people played it this year. People not feeling very patriotic nowadays with all this hate. And we don't know if this is a hate crime or not. We still got to wait to see all the details. People talking, but a lot of people that's talking wasn't there. But you would assume with this type of scenario, it was some racistness going on. But they don't look too racist right there. They look extra friendly, like that's their guy. They got their little drinks or whatever. They out there cooling. Ain't no telling if they was going to get with some girls. But if some girls did show up and they saw Nolan and they wasn't feeling him, or him, I could see why they would be in a rage. If all the chicks was going towards his direction, they wanted some of that Baja love or whatever the case, man. It could have been anything. Rest in peace to him. Families identified the body on Horn Island. That's what got me feeling crazy about this. Horn Island. That sounds like a place where you go and let the devil all the way out. Is it next to Epstein Island? Where is this place? I wouldn't take my black. It's the Horn Island with a bunch of them. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. Rest in peace to Nolan. And pray for his family as well.